Howdy. So today my day of laughter, day 95. It's crazy to me that it's day 95 first of all. But it is all about the irony of spring and baseball season. So even before March 20th, which is quite possibly my favorite day of the year, just because it means winter's over and the sun will be shining soon. It was warm in St. George, like we had 80-degree weather and it was fantastic. And I always know, and I always just hope that maybe this year will be different, that there will be another cold spell that comes through. And almost without fail, it comes with the first baseball game of the season. And just like that, today is windy and cold, and it was Carter's first baseball game, and I love to watch him play. And today was all planned to be one way, and it ended up being completely different than planned. Number one, he had been practicing his little fancy tricks at the skateboard park on Friday, and he said, I didn't even do a fancy trick, he just did something little, ended up falling off his scooter, and then the scooter landed on his foot, and then his other foot landed on the scooter. Anyway, something like that, and he hurt his foot. And I thought maybe, because it's been hurting him since Friday, still swollen, still bruised. He didn't go to school today because he hurt to walk. So I took him to the doctor to get an x-ray thinking he may have a fracture. He does not have a fracture. He was told he has really strong bones, which I know why. We can say that. He's got the best nutrition on the planet, so that's an amazing testimony. And so it's a bruised bone, and he tore some ligaments, but just slightly. So today, his very first day of the game, he sat out and he counted pitches. And since it was windy and cold and Carter wasn't playing, I got to choose to go home and let him just keep score without me. And anyway, that to me is my 100 day of laughter. It was like, if spring is gonna just play these tricks on me, then I just played a trick back on spring today. Anyway, just kind of a silly little thought pattern that I had going on, but I'm like, okay, if you're gonna play that way, I'll play back. So anyway, that is my 100 day of laughter today. Just a bunch of little happy accidents all day long that created a completely different day than was planned, and that always ends up being exactly how it should be. So learning to allow those things, learning to make them work anyway, that has been some of the fun little tiny details that have added to the joy in my life. And instead of wishing it were one way and beating myself and things and situations up, just letting it go, rolling with it, and making the best of every situation, which today happened to be spending the cold game in my house, doing some work that I wasn't able to do when I was at the doctor. So anyway, all is well. Life is amazing, and I love spring, even with its tricky stuff, with its tricky weather. So anyway, have a great night. Bye.